Welcome to a brand new episode of Sequel Rights, the podcast where we take a look at the franchises that make you go, they made how many of those? And we give each and every sequel a fair trial. My name is Justin Camps, and I'm here with
Elizabeth Helly
and
Tyler Hymanson.
And we're here. We've reached the end a little bit. Partially.
The partial end.
We've reached the end of the Alice verse, the W.S. Anderson verse with Resident Evil, the final chapter. Thank God. Here we are. One last go around with Mila Jovovich and the gang. So thanks for being here as we get through all of these on our way to the brand new Zach Kreger Resident Evil coming in September. Still very hyped for that.
Hopefully the redeeming film in perhaps the longest franchise of bad films we've ever seen.
Wow. This one was redemptive in a lot of ways.
Oh, interesting.
Some ways.
Interesting.
Very interested. Okay. All right. All right. Well, before we get into things, Eliz, where can people reach out?
Email us at sequelrights@gmail.com or find us on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at Sequel Rights.
And please rate and review wherever you're listening. 5 stars goes a long way. It would be even better if you can tell us that your name is Alice, who you are, what you're up to, in some sort of vlog that repeats, I don't know, every 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
And then, when things are all over and the world has ended, you'll still have some AI songs you can listen to on whatever streaming service still exists. Check out Sequel Rights as an artist on Spotify or whatever for some goofy crap that we just do for fun. We're not trying to ruin music or whatever the heck is going on with AI.
Yep.
All right, you guys, you ready to get into it? Finally check off the final chapter?
Indeed.
Here we go.
I can't remember much before all this started.
Me neither.
Sometimes I feel like this has been my whole life. Running. Killing. My name is Alice, and this is my story. The end of my story. 10 years ago in Raccoon City, there was an outbreak. It spread across the world within days.
One way or another, our world is coming to an end. The question is, will we end with it?
Umbrella developed an airborne antivirus. It would destroy the T-virus.
I have no reason to believe a word you say.
True, but I can offer you something you want very much.
What is that?
Revenge.
We can bend on this. I have to get to the hive. We go together.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna kill every last one of them.
Yeah, there's a teaser trailer for this that's just like Alice riding the motorcycle from the movie to like I don't think it's a cover, but it's just like a trailerized version of like "Take me down to the Paradise City." And I was like, oh God. Why?
So the end of the last movie had like literally StarCraft flying nonsense attacking the White House.
Zerglings,
Those guys were still there.
After Leon has decided to side with Wesker and Umbrella.
Yep.
Lots of things that have happened.
Everyone.
Yeah, it was like Wesker, Ada, Jill, the little girl.
Yep.
I meant to go back and be like,
Alice.
put a list together of like, okay, here's exactly everyone we see on the rooftop.
So my question to everybody here is, what is more disappointing? The way that this movie just etch-a-sketches that away, or Charlize Theron appearing at the end of the second Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, but these movies have done this every single time. Wherever it left the last movie, it erases it immediately. This was the most blatant because they didn't even show it. It all happens off screen.
It's insane.
I feel like I don't know why. I think because we were just kind of like goofing around and, you know, watching these in a marathon the last time we watched through, I wasn't thinking about it as much. Now that we're like doing the podcast and we're watching them in such close succession,
we're more responsible.
Yeah, I'm just like, these movies are starting to make me feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. They're basically like gaslighting the series. You know, it's like, oh, you
it's
guys
how we've gotten to where we are politically, really, if you think about it.
It's like, you guys have seen all the movies. You're finally here for the final chapter.
Yeah.
Don't worry. None of that stuff happened. I mean, it kind of happened because here's like some clips of it, but we're not going to go into details. But this is actually what happened.
This is what actually happened.
These people are the only ones you actually have to care about. And also, there's just so many things in this that we'll talk about that I'm just like...
bananas. Like, I feel like it's a brain injury of a movie.
Because you guys actually cared about Wesker and Leon and Ada, maybe you feel some type of way about it, but I did not give a shit about that. I was like, whatever, Alice is gone. I was way more excited that like Ali Larder and Ian Glenn were back in it, like especially him because since we last saw him in Resident Evil, obviously he's popped on Game of Thrones, so he's famous.
Yes, he was a get
for
this movie.
This one was like peak Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and so they're like, we're gonna get him back. It's all about him now. He's gonna play multiple clone versions. He's gonna be
everybody's got.
And
he
really dedicated. Like this is sort of like my main opinion on this movie is just that he was awesome and hilarious to me.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah,
but it's just not a good movie. But before we even get to like who the fuck is alive after this, isn't there like a super long like, well, this is what actually happened.
Right.
This is how the T virus was.
Here's my vlog.
This is how the T virus was actually made.
Full like, I mean, it makes sense. It technically all fits with the Jared Harris thing. Jared Harris was like later, but this is like kind of like even before Jared Harris, there was a different scientist.
So there was a little asthmatic boy who got on a gondola.
Okay, that was a completely different take on the Shibuya crossing.
Yeah.
He was not Palm Springs aerial tramway or whatever. Yeah,
that's kind of what it looked like. Yeah.
No, I think it may literally have been that or the one that's based on in Europe. But anyways, that was just a extraneous origin T-virus scene similar to the Shibuya thing. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, even before that, this Marcus guy, he made the T-virus.
But I was like, I thought Jared Harris made the T-virus for his daughter.
I think he made the antidote one, didn't he?
I thought he was injecting his daughter with the T-virus because that's why he invented it. So that
I don't know if he invented it. I just know, I knew he was.
I thought he.
I don't remember, but anyway, technically, if this was before that, you could still somehow.
Sure.
I guess it was just like no, it was a different guy with a different daughter that had progeria instead of whatever the thing that the other girl had.
They didn't explain what the other girl had, huh?
I don't think they. Yeah. I don't think they said it was like
Conjuria.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like the reverse.
Yeah.
I just thought this whole thing was kind of annoying. I mean, it's like we talked about this before, but it's like every movie not only references the old ones, but is also completely set up to be I haven't seen any of them, and this is the only one I'm going to.
It's the most etch-a-sketch nonsense. I mean, like, truthfully, I feel like that it is a little bit the playbook of how you erase memory. like a little bit, yeah. Like there is something very sinister about it in my mind.
Yeah, and then like half the movie is like basically a retread of Apocalypse until they go back underground, and it's a little bit different.
Which one is Apocalypse?
The one where they're on the road in the dusty Apocalypse.
Oh, the Mad
Claire
Max
Redfield.
Oh, that was where there was Ian Glenn. Okay.
And Ian Glenn is there again. It's like very similar.
Very similar.
They're in a caravan
was similar,
of sorts.
except this was like the actual hive. They went back to the actual one instead of the recreation.
That's true.
And the premise now makes more sense as to like why it's called the hive, because literally all of it's a Fallout thing where all the people, the rich people are frozen in there.
I was like, wow, this is literally Fallout season 2 we're getting into here now.
So, I guess...
Although that was before this.
She wakes up in a burnt out White House.
Things went wrong.
Yeah, at the end of the last movie.
Wesker very predictably was not actually good, like we said, and he betrayed everybody supposedly.
And they very conveniently at one point too are like, "Oh, he tricked you. You thought he gave you your powers back, but actually he didn't."
Yeah,
even though I'm like, I don't think that was what was
you're
happening
still
at
doing
all.
magic shit. Like, who cares?
Yeah, but she doesn't have psychic powers to kill
I
everything.
guess. like
she has
at
to
this
fight
point,
off fat zombies all by herself.
the amount of amnesia required for this to work. Like, what level of powers do we need to have? Like that backbreaking narrative somersaults to be like, oh, you don't have your full powers.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Well, even in the history flashback thing, the minute they're like, this guy's daughter was named Alicia Marcus, I was like, shit, it's her. And then later they have another flashback to like a boardroom
and it was
thing.
so obvious.
And there's like an old lady that they don't show, but who is clearly like very important. And I was like, it's totally her. But
yeah, you're like, why is this old lady having so many lines, but we don't see her face?
Regardless of all of that, I still did sort of like her being a clone after all this fucking goddamn time because there was so many other clones that we've had and that really like made you feel like this was the real one, like that we've been watching for like 6 movies. But looking back, like it does make sense as to like why she had no memories and all this thing, you know, like. And I just like, I'm like, when did they? Do you think they ever thought that the whole time, or was it only when they were writing this movie that they were
I kind of thought she already was a clone at one point, because didn't she die?
I feel like she knew that.
Came back to life, and they were doing that whole like testing her memory and everything, and she was like, "I'm Alice." Like, wasn't that
was just the memories up to the mansion, wasn't it?
Yeah, but wasn't she already a clone at that point? Like, so I didn't even.
She was.
I didn't even think. I don't know. I thought she was just like a bioengineered fake person, anyways. I guess.
There's part of it where that never mattered.
Yeah. That's why this is all so confusing. It's like, who even cares? They're all clones, whatever.
I don't think she was a clone before this. Like, because they opened with the clone doing the like fake obstacle course of the hive or whatever, and then they went back to the original one.
But why was she why was she in there? The real Alice that we're following comes back out of a tank at one point and has her memories come back. So like, why was that happening? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought because she was fucked up and they healed her or whatever. Yeah, back to tank situation.
I don't know, whatever.
Back to tank.
Whatever. They're all clones, y'all.
They're all clones. They all came from Camino.
Even the extreme religious Ian Glenn is.
That was funny. I don't know why he had to be extremely religious, but it was just funny to me.
He was super religious.
He has a god tank. He has a god tank.
He was pissed to be a clone, which was kind of interesting because we've never like this. Alice sort of just accepts it. Like she's like, God damn it, yeah, you're right. But like the Ian Glenn religious clone is super pissed, and that's funny.
None of the Alice clones were pissed either. They were all like, "Yeah, let's work together."
I'm gonna die in Tokyo. I'm gonna just kill some
I'm ready
guys,
to die for you.
Yeah,
other Alice. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but let's go. Yeah. So yeah, like Tyler said, she wakes up in a ruined DC.
White House.
There's still the umbrella-shaped pterodactyls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those crazy things are flying around. She's got to fight one off, which is kind of fun. Like some of the action is okay.
Off a motorcycle. Is that what she has?
She commandeers like a Humvee of some sort.
Oh, that's right. It's big.
And does some creative ways to kill the thing and squish it and then blow it up in the end. I will say overall though, like the other thing that I really hate about this movie is that I feel like almost every action sequence is edited in such a fucking insane way that I can't even tell what was happening half the time.
Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but the IMDb trivia says that 95% of the movie was shot on a handheld held by Paul W.S. himself.
That kind of makes sense because it's so
that sounds insane.
It's so messy, and there's like, I think there's like 3 or 4 sequences where someone is like running through a hallway or like moving down something where it's like there's clearly some timing going on, but like it's like keeps resetting and it feels like they're running for so long. Like that trash compactor scene kind of where the door's closing. It's not a really trash compactor.
Yeah.
But the doors are closing and she's fighting that zombie and it's like the doors are still closing. Oh, they're kind of oh no, they're closing again. Oh no, they're still closing and she's getting closer.
Did this one have any special features or anything?
I didn't have time to watch it, unfortunately. But there were 3 short featurettes, but I didn't get to watch them. I was like crushed for time on this one.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, there were just some times where I'm like, this is just so like it's so messy. I can't understand. Like someone would get punched, and then like in 6 flashes, they're like hitting the wall, and then something other on the ground, and then they're in another room. And it's like, what the fuck is even happening? It was just like really, really bad. And I can't remember. I mean, I know I saw this in theaters, and I don't know if we saw it in 3D. We might have, because it was released in 3D. And I just can't imagine like being able to even tell what was going on in the theater on an even bigger screen. It might have been tougher, to be honest. I don't know. Rough.
Well, I did think it was kind of lame that she gets got by the fingerprint BMW motorcycle, but then it made it really funny later when she chopped off his hand to go.
Yeah. He was like, you can't use that. And she was like, oh, really? Watch me. Yeah, that was great. And then his performance in that sequence is so unhinged when he gets back in, and then they put that weird like skin cover thing, and he's like, oh, Jesus Lord, my
skin. It was really funny though when she first sees him, but she's like, I killed you, and then she's like, fuck, it was a clone. Yeah. Like she just immediately realizes, they don't bother with like a whole bunch of like fake shock or whatever. She's just like, yeah, I should have saw that one coming.
The way she says it is so just like, yeah, of course you were a clone. Right.
Yeah.
Fine, I get it. We set up that everybody's clones in the last one. We get it. Yeah, they're kind of like, the whole thing is leading back to Raccoon City. There's kind of like this ticking clock of the final human settlement is about to die.
Yeah, which the ticking clock is pretty
42
stupid.
minutes or 42
the whole
predictive,
like diagnostics thing of
this
like
movie has an AI take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta get back to Raccoon City. Oh my God. Go back to the hive. We got to get back to that laser room somehow.
We have to.
We really got to.
They never even do the full crisscross.
That's true.
One. So.
Which is kind of odd.
Yeah.
I think like she makes it through all those ones, and then it's supposed to be the crisscross one, and it just doesn't happen.
So yeah, I guess the plot that is happening is that Umbrella has some like religious kick, and they are waiting for the last human settlement to die before they release the antivirus.
No, I don't think they were even going to release the antivirus.
I don't think they were going to release the antivirus.
Oh, wait, maybe they were just to kill all the zombies.
Oh, yeah.
No, they were.
Yeah.
They were going to release it anyway.
When they were ready.
Release it and then unfreeze.
Correct.
Fallout style.
Correct. And this whole movie hinges on the timing of doing that.
Yeah. But the timing is stupid because it's based on something that's happening far away that we don't know anything about.
Correct.
Yeah, because the last human settlement
it's
wasn't
like either
like the
do
one
it or
City
don't, or you have to kill all the rich people, or like it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid. Just a made up fake reason to get back to the hive where they're gonna have a bunch of reveals, and
then when they did get there, they made sure to still do the same animation.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we are traversing the hive.
There's also like this conceit that the Red Queen now has turned against Umbrella, but due to her programming, she can only do like certain things.
How many times has that happened in these movies?
That shit is hilarious in this movie, personally.
Yeah, it is.
The whole like, my programming does not allow me to injure Umbrella employees.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're fired.
And then there's like, yeah, here I have the clip here.
Albert Wesker, you're fired.
And then it's immediately like, you are a civilian. Attack mode. Crush your leg.
It is like, well, what was it, 2016? But I don't think they like aged her. They just did makeup.
It was definitely just makeup.
Yeah. So that was nice.
Yeah, it was fine. It looked, somewhat realistic. I do love that, each time we see the Red Queen, she gets a bit of an upgrade. And guess what, guys? Now she can sit on things. Now she's not just standing in a room. Sure. She can sit at a table and have a conversation with you like she's a child in the room.
Could she not do that before?
I don't think she was ever seen sitting on a table like she was existing in the space other than just being like, she's mostly on a screen or floating above like a hologram
okay.
table or something, you know. I thought that was
fair
funny.
enough.
She did get to say her line again. And I don't know, but it sounded like it was blended with, it sounded like it was the voice of the new actress playing the Red Queen blended with the original
I wasn't
dialogue.
quite able to find it, but they played at the very, very end of the credits, and that was for sure the old one.
Yeah.
But
it sounded like a blend.
Yeah, again, I don't know if this is like IMDb bullshit trivia, but they said that the original actress clearly had aged too much and was not able to be in the movie. They said also that's why they couldn't bring back Becky, the partially deaf clone daughter.
Sure.
Right.
Who was at the White House.
They couldn't just cast another kid.
No, they had to kill her off screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky not even mentioned once.
I know. Poor Becky.
Actually, almost none of her friends. I don't think any of the other people are mentioned.
Kmart certainly not mentioned.
Well, and there's another like young girl in the crew that probably could have been Kmart very easily, but is not. And then we also have Ruby Rose, who is there.
Ruby Rose is there.
She's there.
She's there.
She's some sort of garbage engineer. I don't know.
Yeah, she's kind of like that character from Atlantis or whatever. Anyway,
You're right.
so I'm a mechanic, but I'm still a hot girl or whatever. You know, like so.
Classic.
There's
Let
that.
me build you a
Classic character.
trebuchet.
Yeah, so there's that. She does get like a pretty insane spotlight death scene though.
I think that might be my favorite part of the movie.
Describe what happens there.
So that when they finally get down into the hive,
Yep.
they're like, we got to go through this fan
Sure.
into this tube behind the fan. That's the only way through. I don't know. Only way through.
And like walking through a giant turbine fan is one of those things where if you've just ever seen any movie, you will not do it. Similar to crawling out of an elevator that is half between the floors.
Yeah,
Or
like,
any
it's
video
not
game
even-
ever.
Yeah,
Sure,
but they do it, and actually they all make it through, including Ruby Rose.
Even though
Alice
it
backwards.
turns on while they're going through. Yeah.
Alice runs backwards to save Ruby Rose, and then is it Wesker? Or
Wesker's watching the whole time, and he's like, reverse the polarity of the turbine. That's exactly what it says, right?
That's
and then they stand there for a long time, like, what's happening?
It's getting windy.
The turbine stops.
It seems windy.
And then Alice is like, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then there's a really cool
sucks them
scene
in.
of them like trying to like, you know, hold
Twist
on.
her.
Yeah, like hold on to the ground or pipes on the ground. And
But no one makes breakfast, so it's not great. Yeah.
But it's cool. They're like getting, you know, it looks pretty good, like effect. Like they're getting lifted off the ground and the wind is blowing crazy. And then, Ruby Rose gets eventually just sucked into the fan and explodes immediately. Ripped to
It
shreds.
is sort of a character moment for Alice
And
because
the music swells.
the one thing is like even though she is now we know this clone and this like psychic superhero type figure, like she really does always kind of care about human life of these random people
That
that
be like hot ladies.
even the audience doesn't care about, and yet you're like, oh, that's nice that Alice saved Ruby Rose,
Yeah.
but then immediately couldn't save her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but yeah, there's that.
I feel like the other red flag for me, as far as like knowing that this movie is just not really working for me, it's like normally when we're watching these like franchise movies and we're like, you know, this deep in, we should be like hooting and hollering and excited when like an old character shows up. And these films have like fucked around with who's alive at the end and beginning and that like when Claire Redfield shows up and she's like, oh yeah, I got captured on the Arcadia even though I wasn't even in that scene. I'm just like, when she shows up, my eyes are just like rolling back in my head like,
Okay, fuck, yeah.
I don't even
just,
care.
like-
I don't even care that she's there. I should be like, oh fuck, Claire's back.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we would feel like that, but like,
Well, you should.
I like that they
those
even
movies-
acknowledged it.
You should be
though.
excited to see her, and I'm just like, I don't give a
2016,
shit.
Like bringing a character back from like these multi-movie things, like the only
It's been like 5 years.
Like on Fast and the Furious, when they bring people back, it's like, fuck yeah, awesome.
or Marvel movies.
Well, but also you didn't know. You don't like. You technically like don't know that it's gonna happen. Whereas this one was like, you know, everyone else is already gone, so you figure there's only so many people that can
I
be.
guess, but it's like at this point they may as well have just
they're-
brought in
no,
a random new character.
They're
I don't even
literally
care about.
trying to get that level of fan engagement, and it doesn't matter.
I was just shocked that they even had her say like I was on the Arcadia and got captured. It because it definitely does like make it still track.
Yeah.
Like because she really literally was there last time we saw her, and so she's explained to Alice like what happened to her ever since. Or
was
whatever,
she there?
Yes. You meant she wasn't there.
She was
in
not
the second
there
one
in Retribution when
Yeah.
we see what happens on the Arcadia. But
Right.
she was there at the.
Oh, right.
Remember
Okay,
they were in the tubes and they got out?
Yeah.
She didn't say anything about what happened to Chris Redfield.
Yeah, where's Prison Break? Where's Prison Break?
She didn't say a fucking thing about her brother. Don't even care about him. He's probably in another prison somewhere. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It just feels like a failure of these characters have just been in and out randomly.
Yeah,
totally
doesn't
randomly.
matter.
That it's like just feels like a non-event to me. So
It really feels
Storytelling
like
failure.
that all of these movies are random excuses to make something that is like $15 million worth of mindless action that just happens to star Mila Jovovich.
yeah.
And they're all just tenuously strung together in a way that is insulting and upsetting.
Yep.
I just think that you guys like feel that way because you actually care about the franchise. I don't feel like this is any worse than any other like bullshit franchise like that we've
It's
watched
worse
that has
than
been
Fast
bad.
and Furious.
Well, that's not. We've never covered Fast and Furious,
But
I'm
it's
talking
also
about like
worse-
I don't feel like this is worse than like all the subsequent sequels of like Starship Troopers or Rambo or any of it. It's all like whatever, like any of the other ones where I had like no real.
But those were all direct to DVD. Like I feel like
I guess so. That's the difference. It's
This is like a
theatrical.
And I feel like
major
it's a big
studio.
so
major
you were made to pay money to go watch it.
And like in each one, like has a major storyline, ends on a crazy cliffhanger that every subsequent movie goes out of its way to erase.
Yeah, it just feels like someone who doesn't like kind of wants to continue the story but doesn't really want to spend the mental energy to like truly make it connect or care about keeping the
Starship
characters
Troopers
together. I
never
don't know.
gestured toward this level of continuity, right? Like,
Yeah.
like this movie acknowledges the end of the last movie in a way that is insane.
It's just really funny to hilariously put these insane cliffhangers and then be like,
Never mind.
JK, none of those characters matter.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know. I don't take it personally. I don't feel
I'm not
like
taking
it's
it personally
insulting,
either. I'm
like-
just saying it's bad.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying it's not
It's
good
like, why,
storytelling.
but why do it then?
Yeah, I guess. I
Right.
just
They
don't
did
think
it
that
like-
that alone makes it any worse than any other bad movie. Like,
Well, here's the true test. Let's see what happens. We're going to enjoy seeing what happens in the final Fast and Furious movie when the last one ended on such an insane cliffhanger.
Oh,
If they're-
right. They
if
might
they're-
do the same
If they're
thing.
just like, JK, the dam didn't explode.
They
or
might
whatever.
do the same thing.
Yeah, there might be a similar situation happening. So we'll
Yeah.
see if we're going to eat our own words. when
Dom has no child.
right, exactly.
It's a clone.
The kid,
It's a clone.
the kid drowned in the waters of the dam. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but that could very well happen in a
I don't
franchise.
think they have any
which is-
clones in Fast, right?
Not
I'm
yet.
not. I'm
Not
just.
yet.
'cause
Not yet.
What was
Who is
Letty?
Gal
They
Ga-
just erased her memory, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she
Yeah,
was,
what
like, in a
about Gal
coma.
Gadot though?
I know Gal Gadot could be
She
a
could
clone.
be a clone.
Yeah.
You don't know. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
It could happen. Someday we'll find out.
So what do we think about Ian Glenn's like crazy church tank?
Those were funny.
Yeah.
I like that he spends most of the movie like in a video game, like joystick driving the thing or whatever.
Well, and then there's like these weird, like human people that are like literally they're credited as like emaciated woman and like
Sure.
thin man and stuff like that are in there that are. It seems like
Churching it up.
like aligned with whatever his religious beliefs are, but then also they're like sort of trying to help Alice, and then like he's
The
basically
movie's
like,
not sure what's happening.
who doesn't believe, just so that we can get a chance for everybody to yell, cast her out, like for, I don't know, reasons. But their only purpose is so that he can hang them off the back of the tank to draw all the zombies into the hive.
Yeah, because they're like bringing this army of zombies. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was weird that whole setup was weird that they were like becoming a cult, but I guess they were just playing along so they can get food or something. Maybe I don't know.
So that maybe
or they wouldn't
throw
get
them out. Yeah.
Again, we care about this more than the movie cares.
That's
about
true.
It.
Yeah. There's kind of a fun fight sequence with them on top of the thing, and then I loved that when she finally escapes on the motorcycle. They waste so much ammo shooting at her, and somehow
they really do.
Somehow they can't hit her.
Hit her.
That guy,
dude, the poor Asian guy. Like, I could only say this because I'm actually racist. Sorry, because I'm actually Asian, and can't be racist against Asians. I can only say
this because I'm actually racist.
Yeah, against other Asians.
That's on tape.
But his horrible shooting has got to be because his eyes are so small.
No preamble makes that okay.
But then it was. Am I mistaken to say that then that same guy is then really good at hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, but he's just really bad at shooting. So
he gets all the stereotypes.
It's a question of depth perception.
Yeah. No, he apparently this movie did, I guess, try to do things like hire this like really up and coming like South Korean actor to be this guy, and they had like a popular Japanese model as like one of the people in Claire's little colony briefly. Okay. And like they try to do stuff like that, I guess.
Claire's colony.
Yeah.
Claire colony.
So
they're doing ear piercings.
But yeah, so this guy's like highly featured. I think he might have even got like a with or something,
a
like
raspberry
that
of some kind.
Yeah, but
they spend a lot of time with him, and he gets that whole fight sequence with Alice. So I was like, he must be some like.
So yeah, he's some
cool action guy.
Like action guy in South Korea that is popular in some way. So
too bad he's too stupid to know that she's got a gun or whatever happens.
I don't even remember how it ended, but he was good at fighting when he got to the.
She says like, "Yeah, you're pretty fast, but you're not too smart, are you?" Pakow, and shoots him, and then he gets turned into. They use him as bait. Is that what happens?
Probably.
I didn't even notice. I thought he just died and flew off.
I don't think that. No, they use him for something, but yeah. There's a hilarious moment where eventually religious Ian Glenn gets back in one of those tanks, like because there's somehow like a third tank still coming to Raccoon City, and it's funny they show that there's still like one of those humans running behind as bait or whatever. Yeah. But then at a certain point, he gets to the pit, they're calling it. And the thing is like...
Dr. Robbie's there.
Yeah.
Dude, Dr. Robbie would not know what to do with all these zombies.
I love that they show the guy with the bait in the background. And then the tank is saying like, end of road, end of road, end of road. And Dr. Isaacs just still drives it down. And my thought was like, fuck, that guy running behind it was like, doing okay running. And then he's just going to instantly die going down that cliff.
Here's the thing that happens in this movie that if there's listeners out there that are looking for practical advice, I would say somebody who grew up around the Nevada test site and has been obsessed with fallout from nuclear weapons, if there is a nuclear crater, do not jump into the water that is collected at the base of that crater. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Just swim in it.
Ever do that. Ever.
The fact that she even drank out of the water the first time, I was like, gross.
Insane.
Ugh.
She was like, reflective pool water.
And then that guy jumps right out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I thought you were smarter than that, Alice.
Was she drinking from the Washington Monument reflecting pool?
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know
Before
what?
It got
Our
repainted.
president's dealing with that right now. He has some of the best pool people in the world working on that. It's a whole thing. It's really funny.
Gotta paint it blue.
It's really funny.
So it looks nice. Or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Another funny...
the person that does the pools at his golf club working on it.
Yeah. Which is probably like his best buddy pal.
Sure. Yeah.
Here's $1 million plus dollars.
I hope that it's a Mulholland Drive situation where it's Billy Ray Cyrus.
That would be great.
Yeah.
People would be swimming in it in no time. I thought there was another funny moment is that we, just last episode with what was it? Damnation. I don't have
Uh-huh.
I don't have the clip of Damnation. We had our little like, guess what, guys? It's an elevator moment, and then we got to have that this movie too, where it turns out that one room that they went in the very first movie to like, you know, type in all the stuff and try to bust down the Red Queen was actually an elevator the whole time.
I do think that it is
And
the most Resident Evil thing of all time.
Yeah, it went down into that crazy place with all the cryo tubes.
This whole room is an elevator.
Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah. I thought that was funny.
I didn't even make that connection that it was the same room.
Yeah, they went in the room and they're like, "Oh, hey, guess what? The bags of guns are still here from the first movie."
From the first movie.
And then they just like typed a bunch of buttons on the computer and it was like, "Elevator activate." Bzzz.
Then they went into the Senate from Star Wars.
Yeah, it basically, I had that same thought. Yeah, looked like the Senate from Star Wars, a bunch of pods.
Called for a vote of no confidence. Chancellor Valorum.
No confidence.
Yeah.
There's some ETs there.
Yeah.
We kind of skipped over the whole like attack on the colony thing.
Did we?
I mean, they're just like making dumb. Like, why the fuck? They're like, open the gate for this one lady. We don't even know her.
Yeah.
Well, there's also like,
Why would you open the gate?
But it's a lady.
she was still
Yeah,
human,
but it was-
and we're down to like 4,000 humans or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
not worth it.
But lady.
You got it. That's where you go. Like, no, there's no reason to open the gate. And like,
What is? So there's also
Counterpoint,
they introduced
lady.
this idea
lady.
that there's a mole in the group that's like working for Wesker or whatever, and
Stupid.
I didn't really know who it was the whole time. I didn't really care either, but I didn't know who it was, and they introduced this guy, Doc, who is Claire's boyfriend or whatever. And apparently there's like some storyline in the games that she gets betrayed by a boyfriend or something like that.
Not that I recall.
I mean, maybe in one of the ones I haven't played.
Oh,
I mean, like, yeah, maybe that happens in Code Veronica. I don't know.
Yeah, that one I haven't played, unfortunately.
so I guess they wanted to do that, but I don't know. Like there were multiple white guys, and they kind of looked the same, so I wasn't able to.
That was another one where I just was like,
No, it did
missed
nothing for me.
opportunity because, yeah, I just feel like there's that moment where he's like, activate the asset in Raccoon City. And you're like, I'm like, oh shit, who's it going to be? And then it was just like some random dude who gives a shit. I don't know.
I kind of wanted it to be that little black kid who kept holding a gun.
Hey, he killed at least 2 zombies.
yeah, but like, and I couldn't even figure out who he is, like in the credits. So I don't
Oh,
know.
dang. No child star check-in.
Well, no, yeah, let's do the child star
Let's
check-in.
do it.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Whoop, that's not it. Here it is.
Child star check. Child
Spoilers.
star checking. Child star checking. They're a child star. And we're checking in now.
Okay, so there's a number of people credited in this movie as like school children, which I was like, where were the school children? But excuse me, I guess that the kids that are like in the colony are considered the school children.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know because he
That
does
wa-
say at one point like there are children and the infirm and
Elderly,
like
yeah.
So I guess those are the school children. Anyways,
Sure.
I couldn't really figure out. There's about like 8 or 9 of them, and all of them like this is like their only role. They haven't really done like anything else, and so I couldn't really figure out who they were. The only ones I was able to find, and none of them were black, so it wasn't that kid. But one of them is named Daniel, like Daniel, but with an E. Daniel Denishian, who's
Okay.
an e-commerce sales assistant
Ooh.
for a South African website that does one-day-only flash sales.
All right.
I'm out.
Like Slick Deals or Woot.com.
And then one of the school girls is
Daniel.
Lee Raviv, who is an Israeli-American actress in horror films such as Friend Request, and played Hunter Girl in Origins on Nat Geo. So I guess like something that showed the history of humankind or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds scary.
And then, of course, so we talked already about how they couldn't have the original Red Queen because she's all grown up now. They didn't have
Yep.
Kmart. They didn't have the Angela. They didn't have Becky because all these people are grown up. But in casting, the baby version of Alice, Alicia, and I guess you probably already know this, but they decided to use Ever Anderson, yes, who is Mila Jovovich and Paul W.S. Anderson's daughter. So that is why she does actually look a lot like Mila Jovovich, and
they had all those home movies.
Yes, exactly. So those are all real home movies. It wasn't like anything, that they had to.
Was he hand holding those as well?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or she was.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Who knows if this is true, but apparently like they weren't really going to use her for much. Like they had used her as just like a reference for the Red Queen, and they were maybe going to just like have her be a stand-in or whatever.
You know what? As the director of this film, my daughter's pretty good in it.
Well, apparently both of them were dead set against her being an actress at all, and she insisted, which is something you actually do hear about a lot of child actors that come from famous parents. That the parents were like, no, and the kid was like, I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be in the pit. And she honestly like.
Let me get cut open in the pit.
Yeah, so she really started out as more of a child model for like big time fashion brands and stuff, and then now is still really is still very involved in modeling and fashion. But after this movie, which apparently, because they decided to change their mind and actually use her voice and stuff, she ended up having to learn more lines than any other actor in the entire movie because she had all this exposition and all this bullshit that she had to film.
That's insane and also feels true.
And also probably a lot of it did get left on the cutting room floor, for all we know. But anyway.
The White House was blown up and Leon Kennedy was destroyed.
Yeah, so this is her first role. And, Nepo baby, whatever. But, she purports herself quite well. And she obviously really does look like Mila Jovovich. Then she's cast in Black Widow as young Natasha, who had like the blue hair and the big opening sequence of that movie.
If you don't remember that film, it was because it was opened simultaneously in theaters and on Disney Plus.
That's right.
Something else that was opened,
rented for $20
on Disney Plus, I think only, was the movie Peter Pan and Wendy that I never watched. Did you watch it, Justin?
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, she's Wendy.
It's pretty good.
It's a David Lowery one.
Yeah, but I never watched it. My bad. So she was Wendy.
Next time I win the summer movie wager, we're watching another David Lowery Disney movie.
Yeah, so that's Wendy. And
Nice.
Ever since then, she hasn't had any huge roles, but she's been announced in a few upcoming movies, like some horror movie and stuff, because she's now into her teenage
front rooms,
young woman years. And is also still doing a bunch of like high fashion modeling for like Dior and like really big brands and stuff like that. So
front rooms.
She does have two younger sisters, and who knows, maybe, they did say this was the final chapter, but I could see them being like, let's go back and make a young Alice movie.
Yeah.
So, there it is.
I don't know. All right, cool.
But I never found the little black kid with the gun.
Daniel.
But I liked him. He reminded me of the Last of Us kid, even though there was no evidence that he was deaf. But like, he just like this little kid that's like, huh? Like in the side, just being like, I have a gun. You know?
Yep.
So we have more to talk about.
There's so much more at the end.
But I would have to say that the next film in this series would have to be called Resident Evil Epilogue.
Well,
what would you like to see in a Resident Evil Epilogue?
Well, they do leave it open like, well, I still got to hit the road and fight monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, so the antivirus that she releases at the end, it turns out it doesn't kill her after all, even though we spend the whole movie being like, it's going to kill her
after all.
It doesn't kill her. It just takes the T virus out.
It's smart like that.
Yeah, so, but it kills all the zombies.
She doesn't have her powers. She has her powers.
It would be really nice if it just took the T virus out of all the zombie people, too.
Sure.
But I guess they died. They died,
fucked.
and then they were, they all fully died before they
I
became
do like
zombies.
the shot of, like, all the zombie horde, like, falling down.
Yeah.
In a
it's
wave.
okay.
So she's alive, and I guess other people are alive.
She's alive. She's got all her memories. Claire's alive.
Oh, yeah, so there's also a contact that you can put in that gives you all of somebody else's memories, which is nice.
I mean,
her to do, I guess.
Before we totally go in the ending, the only other like super hilarious thing I wanted to talk about was this idea.
The zip line from hell.
Well, yeah, the zip line, which I was like, where is she ziplining from? Where the fuck is she going? That was awkward. But
she had an insane plan to use gasoline waterfalls to kill all the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And then ziplined from the top of an exploding building to kick one person.
Yeah. No, I wanted to talk to something even funnier than that.
Okay.
Later in the film, we spend a lot of time. We spend a lot of time with the real Dr. Isaacs, who happens to have upgraded his body with robotics or something.
Because they basically have to explain why this old motherfucker can fight at all against
and
Alice.
he has this hilarious like fight prediction system where there's this whole scene where like Alice is like staring at this stuff, and all of a sudden you see that she's doing all these calculations.
He's like, "You'll never make it to the fountain pen."
Yeah, it's like, I can use this to kill him, and we see how that happens. I can use this to kill him, we see how that happens. I can use this to kill him, we see how that happens. And then like, Dr. Isaacs basically goes, I don't think so. I have a contact lens or whatever the fuck he's using.
Yeah.
That shows the exact percentages, like he's literally in a Fallout game.
Yep.
And then we see his side.
VATS.
His side of the story. And I love that it says like, I don't know what it says, like, chances of winning 100% or something like that.
Or no, chances of defeat were 100% or whatever. She had 0%.
Do we think that Carl Urban's weird windmilling thing would
yes.
have worked here?
Well, okay, so that is
Yes.
honestly, that's why I was like, oh, obviously, from just watching movies, everybody should know by now that the way that you beat the predictive battle thing is by doing something crazy that it would never expect.
You got to start like clucking like a chicken or something.
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, you just got to like sit there or whatever, you know?
And then I
You're
love
just like, you know what, Ian Glenn? I'm gay now.
Yeah.
yeah. What?
Bah.
And I love when he finally dies. The thing is like body 0%.
Yeah. Because it has like a backup life support.
Life
system.
support 0%.
He did say he doesn't really explain it. So like she doesn't actually know what power he has. So I guess she can't do the like crazy thing. But he does tell her like I made some technological upgrades, and then he does. Clearly, he's taken more punches than he should be able to at that age.
It's just so
like
funny because they spend
thing.
so much time showing these different outcomes and stuff. They even do it like when they fight on the elevator, and like there's also like I don't know if it was bad editing or times like he actually is moving like Wesker does a little bit, like moving too fast. I don't know. It's just bad. And we spend so much time doing those like predictive things. It's just kind of goofy.
It's like, what if this movie did something cool? Nope, we're not doing that. What if we did this that could be maybe cool? Nope, we're not doing that either.
Yeah, like right before they're about to fight, he's like prediction mode, and then it shows both Claire and Alice like whip out guns and start shooting, and then it shows all the bullets slowly going at him in bullet time at like the Matrix, and each bullet has like a 37%, and then he just moves out of the way of them. Like
I will say that this movie is terrible, so that the Fallout TV show can be kind of okay.
Yeah, you're like it makes a little.
The
bit
first
more
season was good. The second season was
not quite as good.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah, but it was a lot of the same ground covered here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, getting all the way to the end, she's got that contact lens that has all the memories of old Alice, Progeria Alice.
Old Alice.
Old Alice. Let me just upload my memories real quick. And then she hits the road, and I guess the Zerg monsters are still alive?
I guess.
I did love when she throws down the antivirus too. It looks like she's throwing it down in just like a bunch of gravel, but then
I threw it on the ground.
yeah. But then the close up, like it clearly hits a really sharp rock, so it actually explodes.
Yeah.
Well, it just kind of like
That's how Airborne.
I threw it. I know it's like, is this how it works? And then it's like instant.
Yeah.
It's instant. Like
heal the world.
all the zombies melt. I don't know. I didn't know if that's.
And
how it
there
works.
is some sort of signal that is supposedly sent out to halt the attack on the remaining colony that we never see.
Yeah.
There's somebody, Red Queen or someone says
It's like
that.
if it's
right.
if it's
That's the thing that happens.
if it's an airborne thing.
Because otherwise it doesn't make sense because that virus is not going to get to them in time to matter. But it's the
Apparently it
Umbrella
does.
Corporation people, they tell them to stand down or whatever.
If it's like, let's think about. It makes me think about. I don't know if you watch Pluribus, but spoilers for Pluribus, when that seems like an airborne thing, they have like, the planes leaving chemtrails, like doesn't it have to be like aerosol or something?
It's a really wonderful depiction of how that would work. Yes.
Yeah. Not like I broke the glass of it outside and now it's airborne.
And now everything is infected.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about virality to know how that works.
Pluribus feels more plausible.
Yeah, it seems like that maybe would be how it would work. But yeah, she's on the road, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess we're told that there's one other living community of humans somewhere.
Yeah, and then also all the ones who were around there that they also saved.
They saved some people.
A handful of people. And then technically there's still a shit ton of Umbrella corporate people that are frozen, and yes, they all suck.
Well,
but,
I thought they all got blown up.
Did they all get blown up? All of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Wesker bomb blew them all up.
Yeah. Okay, so there's still Claire, Alice, and a dozen infirm and children people in the other building, and then
yeah, the continuing
Wesker
adventures
dies
of
in this, I guess.
Yeah.
Help me.
You don't need help, Wesker. You're dying. Just get on with it.
Because his leg got chunked, I guess.
Well, he couldn't get up because his leg was trapped, and then he just dropped that thing and blew up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did it's kind of a cool scene where Alice sneaks a grenade into the jacket of Dr. Isaacs.
Yep.
And I just like how it's visualized like this small grenade blowing up right next to your stomach.
It's fun. That's fun.
It just kind of looked cool. Even though somehow he was still alive after that.
Life support.
I guess, yeah. But yeah, you were saying what would we want in an Alice epilogue?
Yes, in Resident Evil epilogue, what would you like to see?
I mean, I was like, the logical thing would be like, yeah, she's on the road cleaning up monsters. She's got she hears about some remaining crazy monster that she's got to kill.
Yeah,
we forgot there's there's a crazy bioweapon thing that she fights down in the basement of the hive. You don't remember this? There's like a crazy CG monster.
The Cerberus thing?
Not the dogs, but she fights like a crazy tooth monster.
That's
all
right.
That I don't think was from any of the games.
Yeah, there was a bunch of there was a meat hook room, a very Westworld-esque kind of thing, and there were various experiments and whatnot in there.
But if we're talking about these movies, how would it actually start? It would be like none of that happened.
None of that happened.
The despite the fact that we set off the
Jill Valentine hates boosters.
Yeah, there would be despite the fact that we used the airborne virus, the T virus still remains in pockets of the world. And so we have to go.
Or that there were more vaults.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
More vaults. Umbrella still lives on as Neo Umbrella, which is a thing from the games. Yeah. So there you go. We wrote it. Movie happening.
I think that there's something. My journey with these films has been reckoning with the idea that every dumb thing that happens in these movies is dumb, and I hate it. But it's not that much different than what the games do.
That's true. There's lots of
games. So you get to play them.
Yeah, you're more.
It's very different.
You're more involved.
It's very different in a way that is just way more acceptable. And there's part of that is this Paul W.S. just adapting to religiously? This is exactly how these games are.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I think that the games were not really doing the things that he's doing.
Well, you're like,
but they were.
You're like, hey, guess what? In this game, you're gonna fight a little mini Napoleon type guy, and he's gonna turn into this big squishy monster spider, and you're gonna fight.
And the games have amnesia about what happens between them, and there's a lot of things that don't matter.
Characters going in. It's just very similar. You're right.
It's very similar, but in the games, it's totally fine, and in the movies, I find it insulting and unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a weird double standard that I really can't justify.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I would rather just see Mila Jovovich, who is, a really good actress.
She's
like
good.
she doesn't have anything to do in any of these
like
movies,
her,
but she's very she's for some reason you still somewhat care about this person.
She's incredibly physical. Like she can do most of these stunts. Like just find whatever the premise.
But also I would I'm looking at her, filmography.
Yeah.
She's pretty much been stuck in this kind of thing. And I would just love to see her in something totally unrelated where she's just sitting there and talking or something, I'm just oh God, don't you ever want to do anything else? I don't know. I mean, probably just that she's being typecast, but there's
I was gonna ask if any of you guys ever saw Monster Hunter, because that's another Paul W.S.
I
Anderson,
never did,
isn't it?
actually.
With her, I would be very.
And it's Capcom,
and it's another video game adaptation, so I'd be very
from
curious
the
to
same
see.
publisher.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see if it feels the same or is a little bit better.
I mean, let them do what makes them happy, I guess. And they seem to have built a very nice family and, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Did you see, there's this guy on Instagram or maybe it's TikTok too, but anyways, he's pretty popular and he does the really bad auditions of the AI characters or whatever to be in roles. And he did one where he did the AI versus Mila Jovovich, and she literally came on as a guest to do it. And it's a scene where they have to cry or whatever. And she does it. She starts crying on cue. She gives the monologue or whatever. And then of course the AI is horrifying. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she could probably do whatever.
She is a powerhouse actor that, from Fifth Element or Dazed and Confused, she can do so much more than this material.
Yeah. And I think honestly, so could he.
Yes.
Really.
No, he's good.
Obviously the visuals have always been incredible, but yeah, he just needs a partner that will bring the narrative and the dialogue and the, to the forefront.
I mean, look, man. He did Event Horizon. There were things there that are very interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of feels like a tragic figure.
I know. I was looking at the rest of his movies, and it's it just seems more kind of Resident Evil type movies.
At the same time, if I could work with my wife and make millions of dollars and just do that for the rest of time, he's doing fine.
Of course.
That's wonderful.
And I think it gets really to the point with so many of these directors that, they get to a point where they, not even money wise, but they're so important to the production and they're high on their own supply that there are no, they just surround themselves with yes people, and so then all these other people on the crew are not willing to be hey, that looks like shit. Or hey, that's stupid. Let's not do that. There's nobody, they don't have anyone that can do that. And I think that's why you have to surround yourself. And there's so many worse
examples of that other than Paul W. Anderson being I'm just making movies with my wife.
Right. Yeah. Of course. It's not hurting anybody, but also I'm is it really helping anything? I don't know.
But
it's the thing too is all these Resident Evil movies were printing money basically. This one, says it made a worldwide total of $312 million against a production budget of $40 million. That's a lot of money.
It's so much money.
It's so much to the point where why didn't they just make another? I mean, we know there's more movies. There's more movies to talk about. Major movies, and there's a reboot now, second reboot coming. But yeah, it's they could have been Jake, hey, it's not the final chapter. Here comes another one right away. Yeah. People probably would have been yeah. Because clearly, no matter how perceived to be bad it is or whatever by us or whoever, it's still people are loving it.
Your dumbest friend loves it.
Yeah. I know there's people that just unabashedly love the franchise. And probably because it is kind of goofy and stupid, but I would probably still go see the next one if they make it.
I think I might.
All right, well, what's our rating?
Yeah, what's the rating system?
I don't even have one. I would. You know what? How many little asthmatic boys in a gondola would you give?
It's called an aerial tramway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, put some respect on its name.
How many little asthmatic boys in an aerial tramway would you give Resident Evil: The Final Chapter?
Yeah, so I mean, you're probably going to disagree with me, but I just because of the way that I am coming to these movies and have watched all of them now in rapid succession over the past X amount of weeks.
You just like Ian Glenn.
I like this one more than any of the past few.
Sure.
I think it is funny or just fun, I guess, in any of the franchises we've covered, when somebody, whether it's the original people or somebody new or just the franchise in general, says, let's like all that stupid stuff in the past, let's somehow make it part of the story.
Sure.
And retcon it and make it seem like we had this master plan all along.
It's a good day to die if you know the reasons why.
Yes. And so I did like going back to that. I liked, going all the way back to the original story and kind of like putting into context all the stupid stuff that she's had to deal with in the last few movies. And I think she played it well. And then, I think Ian Glenn was just like really fucking funny. Like, I just thought it was so funny playing against himself, the religious one. And then there's like the, business one, and just, it's just funny to me. Because like we said, the Mila Jovovich clones were all the same. And we did question, like, how come they all became the same and they all, were on board with this plan or whatever. It's funnier and more interesting to be like, these clones don't all turn out the same way, through whatever nature versus nurture. One of them ended up on the road and became a weird religious guy. One of them, and, like, what happens when you find out you're a clone? How do you react, So all that stuff was funny to me, and I just didn't really care about Ada and Leon and all these other people. I was like, whatever.
No, I don't care about that either.
So
not in these movies, really.
So I would give it 5 asthmatic boys because I just thought that the fixing and the retconning was admirably attempted and kind of funny to me. So
okay. I'm gonna give it 3, I guess, asthmatic. I mean, maybe 3 is 3, fine, whatever. 3 asthmatic boys in a gondola aerial tramway.
Yeah.
I just am like, these movies are like the definition of like turn your brain off at the door to enjoy, but I just like, I was having a hard time doing that this time, and I just feel like it's because I've been beaten down now for whatever reason with these, and it's just like, I can't take another monologue that deletes all the previous.
Alice.
Yeah, I can't take another one that deletes everything we just watched. I can't do it. And then just the total wasting of characters from the games continually. I just, I don't know. I just was like over it. I still enjoyed some of the action stuff. There's some cool moments, but again, this one just feels like edited to shit, and some of the things to the point where really I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this scene? And I couldn't get past that this time. So
yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go 3 as well, because I feel like that if we're doing the Etch-a-Sketch nonsense, that I can't remember the subtitle of it, but like if we're on like the top of an LA skyscraper, or like there is other things that are happening in other movies that are at least more interesting of a premise, where this feels very small in comparison to some of the other dumb bullshit that we have tried to retcon in the past. And all that being said, Ian Glenn's fun in this movie. So like there's part of it where it's like, I could do 5, but I'm going to go 3.
What I wonder if you would feel differently, or if we would feel differently about this movie had Damnation not existed, because that movie did not have clarinet at all, and it had all these new characters that then immediately left.
You mean Retribution? Is that what you're talking about?
Retribution.
Damnation is the animated one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Retribution. The one with Ada and Wesker.
No, I don't care.
Because I feel like it would have been a neater.
I mean, I think that's just part of the problem. Yeah, there should have been some sort of. I mean, I don't know if it was just scheduling or like someone asked for too much money, but then it's like, if they ask for too much money, but then they're back again later, it's kind of like, okay, why didn't you couldn't have figured this out to keep the continuity a little bit better? Right. I don't know.
So, I mean, according to IMDb trivia, Sienna Guillory was never asked. to come back.
Why?
Leon, nobody knows. Ada was scheduled to come back, and then some scheduling snafu with some big Chinese movie, and like, so she was going to be there, and then they had to pivot.
It does kind of feel like the operative in Raccoon City was supposed to be some real character we care about.
Yeah, and then additionally, what's his name? Prison Break also was like somewhat interested, and then some scheduling thing took him out.
Sure.
Which scheduling is a polite way to a lot of times save money, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it literally is.
Sometimes he has like a bar mitzvah.
He could have been doing the remake of Prison Break.
Yeah, more Prison Break.
Remake of Prison Break. While we were having that whole conversation, I just thought of it. I just recalled from this movie another hilarious moment that I just wanted to call out. It's a fun callback too. There's this hilarious moment where once all of our characters get to the pit, they need to throw some ropes down and rappel down the cliff, and everyone is rappelling down as you normally would.
Yeah,
but Alice is like, "Yo, I run down these hills. You see me run full speed down a building," and she does that exact same move here, running down the hill. I thought that was a funny moment. They're all just like rappelling like normal people, and she's like, "Nah,
I run straight.
I run
into the
straight
radioactive water.
I run straight down." Oh boy! All right, well, I think that's gonna bring us to the end of our. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say about Resident Evil, the final chapter. And so far, they're sticking to it. It is the final chapter of this universe, at least. And we're gonna be taking a little break from live action for a tiny bit here, as we move into some of the other CGI things. But it will not be the end of live action for us. Obviously, we still got a few more projects, including the brand new one coming in September. But next time, we'll be talking about Resident Evil Vendetta, which is supposed to be the next sequel in the Degeneration Damnation.
Then why didn't they find something that starts with D?
I know, it could have been another D. Ugh. Delusion. I don't know what the hell they want.
Dedication.
Delusion. I don't know. They could have figured it out. They should have. They really should have. But yeah, Resident Evil Vendetta is the next one up.
Okay.
Which, another one that I have not seen, don't know anything about. So it should be interesting. But while you guys wait for that, Eliz, where can people reach out?
Email us sequelrights@gmail.com or find us on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, or Facebook at Sequel Rights.
And rate and review wherever you're listening, even if you're a filthy clone or somehow you've returned.
Somehow. That's right.
The dead block.
Yep.
And as always, every episode, we like to leave you guys with a goofy AI song. This one is just fun and stupid. All about clones in the final chapter. Hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll see you next time for Resident Evil Vendetta.
We spent 6 movies following Alice around, blowing up cities and underground towns. And suddenly the story says, wait, here's the twist. The writers found a retcon they simply couldn't resist. Umbrella's got a secret hidden in a drawer, a secret that somehow wasn't there before. Every answer raises 20 questions more, and somehow we're still crawling toward the final door. Everyone's a clone, you're a clone. No, you're a clone now. Everyone's a clone, you're a clone. Yes, you're a clone now. Please God, let this actually be the final chapter. Let Alice rest forever after. I can't handle more of this. I'm losing my mind with every single entry. It's too much. Time to say goodbye. Remember all the characters you thought might matter. Watch them disappear in a scene and a half disaster. Fan favorites dropping faster than the editing cuts. You barely learn they're back before they're getting blown up. The camera shaking violently. What's happening here? Is that a zombie, a wall, or somebody's ear? Every fight scene feels like it's powered by fear of letting the audience see anything clear. Everyone's a clone, you're a clone. No, you're a clone now. Everyone's a clone, you're a clone. Yes, you're a clone now. Please God, let this actually be the final chapter. Let Alice rest forever after. I can't handle more of this. I'm losing my mind with every single entry. It's too much. Time to say goodbye. Everybody's a clone.